toss, and they elected to receive. And they will take the opening kick to about the 32, 33-yard line. And that's where we'll see Kyle Kingsbury in this Lions offense for the first time tonight.
Got a weird kicking formation there. Never seen something like that before.
Interesting.
Looks like the Lions are going to start out with an H-back, number 16, Seth Bennett. They're trying to look to crack open this inside run game.
So it'll be Kyle Kingsbury in shotgun here on 1st and 10 for the Lions to open up the game. And it will be an end-around play. That is number 6, Elijah Rankin. Not much doing there, though. Good for about a half yard. Lions looking to establish that run game early here against this Wildcat defense.
Looks like guard number 55, Josh Kiomse, went down. It looks like he was limping off.
Hate to see that. Josh Kiomse, very hard worker. We're going to step away, actually. Josh Kimose helped off the field right there. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Lions. That is number 27 on the carry, Nehemiah.
That's what you got to do right there. Lots of motion, lots of eye candy, they call it, so you can set up the inside run, get those receivers to widen out, and get the box open to run.
They will check Seth Bennett out there and put in Brandon White in the slot. Up at the top of your screen, you got Michael Hernandez, Brandon White, and Elijah Rankin. About
a hard count there.
3rd down and 5 for the Lions on their opening offensive possession.
It's like a 3-man rush from Duluth.
They'll send Brandon right in motion. And they'll swing it out to him on the bubble. Pass looks like it might have been deflected at the line of scrimmage, and that will bring up 4th down. So not what the Lions were looking for there on their first offensive possession, 3 and out. And we'll see Albert Chang.
Here's where I'd like to see him succeed right here. They had lots of problems with special teams this season. Let's see if they can do their jobs and not let him take kicks back anymore.
Good opportunity here for Albert Jane to flip the field. Punting from his own 29-yard line. It's a high kick, wow. And it will be fair caught by Duluth at about the 18-yard line.
Very good pump by Albert Jang there. Lots of hang time.
Absolutely.
Way to kick it far, but not a touchback.
Exactly. And he placed it on the sideline there. Good placement. So overall, Albert Jang does his job. Flips the field for the Lions defense. Got defensive end number 11, Jalen Lee, senior, kind of the heart of that defense, along with Caleb Franklin up there, big body. On the outside, you got Justin Brown, number 1, and Corey Collins, number 13.
Corley actually just recently committed to Air Force to play football.
The 1st down and 10 for the Wildcats will be a handoff. That is going nowhere, maybe a loss of a yard.
It's like a big hit by defensive end Jacob Allen there on the left side.
So it looks like Duluth started number 4, Lonnie Ratliff, the 4th at quarterback. Just a sophomore. 6'2", 180. See how he fares against this Lions defense on the opening drive. Empty backfield here.
Like Jalen Lee coming off the edge.
He'll try to get it away. Big hit over the middle right there.
Man, Jalen Lee just so fast right there getting to the quarterback.
That was number 26, Kyle Brown right there with the big hit over the middle. That'll bring
That's
up
a big thing this season, too, is getting to that quarterback. You can't allow quarterbacks to sit in the pocket for more than 3 seconds. Let the receivers get down the field.
They're down 11 here. This is where your defensive ends feast, typically. It looks like they have a timeout, injury timeout. Looks like a Duluth receiver is down, so we will step away. Third down and 11. He'll roll out to his right, searching, scanning the field. He'll throw it downfield now. Dangerous throw.
Some good pressure by 94 again, Jacob Allen.
So Lions defense looking strong early here, forcing a 3 and out.
You really didn't give him anything on that first drive.
Here comes the punt team.
It's like Mikey Hernandez back to take the kick.
Dangerous athlete, versatile, quick on his feet.
So always finds a way to get open.
So you got a delay game penalty against the Wildcats. That'll back them up 5 yards to make it 4th down and 16. They will now be punting from their own end zone. They'll punt it away.
Punt.
It will take a favorable Duluth bounce, and they will down it. Duluth thinks he might have touched it.
Way to get away from that ball there. That's kind of scary watching up here. Looked like it just barely missed one of our blockers. Looks like Seth Bennett will check in again.
So after that, it's the second offensive possession for the Lions here in plus territory. See what Kyle Kingsbury can do. It will be a handoff. That's number 27, wide open. Makes a man miss. There he goes. Makes another man miss, and he is streaking to the end zone.
Touchdown, Lions.
That's number 27, Nehemiah Bunianu, for a 47-yard carry right there to put up the first points of the game.
Lions stepping in really well there with the injury of Brandon Cade. So he was a linebacker, then moved in the tailback this week. They're making an early impact here.
Lions wasting no time there. Just scratched the first points of this game. So now we got Albert Ching on to attempt the extra point. Corey Collins to hold. Good snap, good hold, kick is up. And it is good. So your score with 9 minutes and 23 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Your score, PRHS 7, Duluth 0. We'll step away. All right, so you got a touchback there by Albert Jang. Duluth's second offensive possession will start from their own 20, and that is a drop pass right there. They'll move that a forward pass. Little screen action.
Rattler's pass intended for number 10, James Jones, is incomplete. He's going to bring up second down and 10 for Duluth.
So I want to see here is I want to see them use these fast linebackers they have. They've always had a really, really athletic linebacker core. See them blitz them off the edge or maybe up the middle.
So Ratliff will line up with a one-back set. Maybe a design QB run. And he'll scamper for about 2 yards right there. So I'll bring up third down and long again for the Wildcats.
It's like right here I bring a linebacker right at the middle and try to get those that center messing up. So they get some pressure on this quarterback.
Empty set again. Look for Jalen Lee off the edge right here. Bull rush. Almost got home. Pass is complete by number 10, and it looks like he will be good enough for the first down.
That's got to be holding there in the left tackle. Very clear missed call there. Missed call, I mean.
So the Wildcats move the chains for the first time tonight. After that completed pass to Jaden Jones over the middle. Check to the sidelines.
Looks like went for the hard count there. Way to go by the PRHS defensive line to stay disciplined and watch the ball.
They'll run it up the middle. Not much doing there. Jalen Lee. They're
Taken
wrap
down
him
the
up.
backfield by, looks like number 97, Caleb Franklin.
In on the stop for Peachtree Ridge, number 94, Jacob Allen.
Defensive line really holding their own thus far. Getting good penetration at the line of scrimmage.
They're not really allowing that Duluth offensive line to get any push at all.
Second down 11 for Duluth.
Second down and 11 for the Wildcats here.
Well, they can beat him tonight. Both teams are using bullpens tomorrow night. Constantine's job. Gotta beat Cole in game 7. His job is to stay on the action.
Stay on the action, not the
Got
cheer.
trips at the bottom of your screen. Single receiver at the top. We'll look that way, and he will be brought down. That is
Oh my
Jalen Lee
gosh.
just having his absolute way right there. That's his first sack of the night. Probably be calling his name a lot. And that-
Jalen Lee just really showing off the strength there, throwing that quarterback down.
We need like a loud lion noise. So loss of 11. That sounds like a panther. Brings up third down and 22 for the Wildcats.
So that's an 11-yard loss right there for the Wildcats. After the sack, they're looking at a third down and 22.
So right here, you got to play your safeties really far back and just play the sticks. If you let them catch the ball, just make sure they don't get past the first down yard.
Penalty flag before the snap. Delay of game against Duluth.
Took another delay of game penalty against Duluth.
So that will back the Wildcats up 5 yards.
It's like third and very, very long.
Penalty puts the ball back to the 14-yard line.
Just got a screenplay.
Pass is complete to number 10.
Not much doing there. So after a first down, the Lions do force a punt. And it will be Michael Hernandez back deep.
Great job by Jalen Madden, really watching that screen pass, reading it well.
Number 10, Jaden Jones back to punt. Back deep for Peachtree Ridge. 14. Number 14, Michael Hernandez.
Lions show a little bit of pressure at the line. They will come after it. And they
It's
will
blocked.
block it right there. And it's a scoop and score. Great special teams play right there. That's number 22, Keith Gabadon.
Great special teams play there by the Lions.
Special team was an area where they struggled severely the past few weeks. And that is just great to see. A positive special teams play right there, resulting in points.
See, you can do that formation there where they have the three gunners on the right side trying to make the tackle downfield, but that leaves a lot of room for rush for the defense. And there they paid for it that time.
And just like that, Albert Chang is on to attempt his second point after of this quarter. Corey Collins to hold. Good snap, good hold, kick is up. And it is good. So your score with 5 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Peachtree Ridge 14, Duluth 0. We'll step away. So after a quick 2 scores, the line's up 14-0. Albert Jing set to kick it away for the second time tonight. Be a low line drive kick. Fielded at about the 6-yard line, taken out. He'll change his field, get a block out across the 25, and he will be finally brought down across the 32-yard line. And that's where we will see
Talk about Corey Collins.
Duluth.
Number 26 foul. Brown, number 32. Caleb Banks in on the stop for Peachtree Ridge. Ball will be slapped down to the 33-yard line, where Duluth will have it 1st and 10.
Duluth is yet to establish any sort of run game. We'll see what they open up with here with an empty set. I'll put a man in motion. And they will fake it to him. It'll be a QB draw again.
Swallowed by that Ridge D line once again.
Not much doing there. Good for about 2 yards. So after that gain of 2, it'll bring up a 2nd down and a long 8.
And still the Ridge D line getting tons of push.
It'll be a
Screen pass.
It's out to number 10, Jaden Jones.
Jaden Jones. 94-97. Number 94, Jacob Allen, along with number 97.
It's good for about 5 or 6. Bring up 3rd down and short for the Duluth.
Game puts the ball Duluth 41, where it's going to be 3rd down and 2 for the
So right here, I think I expect one more screen pass out here. I don't think they're confident about running it up the middle, this Ridge D line.
Absolutely. It's the first time all night Duluth's really faced a 3rd down and manageable. We'll see what they draw up with an empty set here.
Maybe a QB draw.
Drop back, he'll scramble out. See on his feet, we got a flag, it might be holding right there.
Like Jalen Lee just bowled over his man. Showing off the strength once again.
Quarterback keeper by number 4, Lonnie Ratliff the 4th. Number 99, Jalen Madden on the stop.
So it looks like it will be holding against the Wildcats.
There was a flag on the play, holding against Duluth.
Yes, and it looks like the Lions will accept it, so that'll back Duluth up. No idea how holding works in this league. So it'll back Duluth up
Penalty puts the ball back to the 28-yard line.
to the 28-yard line, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 15 for the Wildcats. So after a short 3rd and 3 attempt, back themselves up behind the chains. We'll see what they draw up here.
So they try to draw Peachtree Ridge off sides there. Not working.
Great discipline. Look for Jalen Lee again off the end right there, number 11. Here he comes. It'll be a little screen pass, number 10, and that is blown up immediately right there. Looks like 97, I believe that's
Caleb Franklin. Try that jailbreak screen. It's a risky play to set up there. Is it? If that line reads it right, you're going to get hit pretty hard. Just like that.
Same play that Duluth ran to move the chains earlier on a 3rd and 10 on their opening possession. Stuffed out that time by the Lions defense, though. So it will be Michael Hernandez back deep to receive the kick.
Back to punt to Duluth. Back deep for Peachtree Ridge, number 14, Michael Hernandez.
looks like Duluth will take a timeout after keeping their offense out on the field. Interesting.
Timeout called by Duluth. Folks, PRHS football would like to thank longtime sponsor Dr. Scott Quisling and all the physicians of Resurgence Orthopedics. Dr. Q's Resurgence office is located at 758 Old North Cross Road in Lawrenceville. Dr. Quisling and staff give selflessly of their time and expertise year after year. Ridge Athletics appreciates their commitment to our athletic programs and are grateful for their support. Thank you, Dr. Scott Quisling, for almost 2 decades of sponsorship, service, and commitment to Peachtree Ridge Athletics.
Looks like they're pumping that same formation. See if they can still get pressure here.
Lions will
Looks
come
like a lot of
after it
PRHS
again.
people coming.
He just gets it away. Michael Hernandez will let the ball bounce, clear out. Very dangerous. Kind of sticking around on the ball right there.
Stops at the Peachtree Ridge 41-yard line. So the Lions will take over first and 10 with 2:03.
All right, here's Kyle Kingsbury here. Just his third offensive possession of the night. He'll send number 3 in motion, fake it to him. He'll give it to number 27. Not much doing there on first down.
Goes to number 27, Nehemiah Lanianu.
Looks like a loss of a yard on first down, so that will bring up second down and 11 for the Lions. Just under 2 minutes here to play in this first quarter.
Look for PRHS just keep pounding it up the middle. Really trying to establish that run game early.
Quinn's down there somewhere. She runs this place.
They'll go right back to it. That time it'll be about a gain of 2. And you'll take those 2 or 3 yard gains every day, wear down that defensive front, and then that's when those turn into your 40 and 50 yard runs.
Always gonna establish that running game, then you can sling it out to your playmakers and screen passes. This really is one of Peachtree Ridge's real strong suits, their screen pass game.
You see Michael Hernandez at the bottom of your screen. He's been a go-to on third down this year. We'll see what Kyle Kingsbury goes to here. They'll send a man in motion. He'll back it out. He'll throw it out to number 3 out there on the bubble, but that will be brought down short of the line to gain. That's Jemiah Williams on the completion.
See, in the next drive, expect Peachtree to open up a little bit more here. See them get their playbook opened up, see some more pass plays.
Maybe throw the
Deeper down
ball
the field.
downfield. Work vertical a little bit.
You know, you got to start, you got to get that run game going, and then you can open up the playbook.
So Albert Jang on the punt. His third punt of the night. Trying to flip the field again. High, shorter kick. It will be fair caught, but then it hit him. So that'll be a turnover. After letting it bounce, it hits the Duluth player in the shins, and that'll be Lions football.
Look, a flag is down, though.
It looks like this might be a sideline penalty against Peachtree Ridge. We'll check the call.
I think one of Peachtree Ridge coaches might have got past the numbers there.
Is that what you... Okay, wait a second. Is that not what you needed?
I knew that was coming.
So it will be Lions football, though. That's the second huge special teams play of the night. First the block punt, and then now the turnover on special teams. Lions looking sharp.
Just might have waved off the flag.
And that is the end of the first quarter. Your score is Peachtree 14, Duluth 0. We'll flip the field and step away. All right, so we're back here after the turnover. That'll be a handoff to number 27, Nehemiah Lanianu. There's a flag on the plate. It looks like an illegal shift against the Lions. So that will back the Lions up. So that's a 5-yard penalty. That will bring up first down and 15 for the Lions. Trying to go up 3 scores here.
Looks like Peachtree draws them off sides of the hard count there.
Penalty flag before the snap, offsides against Duluth.
We just had success in the past with that hard count. Got Mill Creek to jump a couple weeks ago.
Well, once again, it'll be 1st and 10 for Peachtree Ridge.
Along with Lanier in the opening week. So the penalties will eventually offset. So that'll bring up first down and 10 for the Lions. And Kyle Kingsbury going downfield. He's got Michael Hernandez wide open, and that is a Lions touchdown. Michael Hernandez, as we were talking before, establish that run game, keep him honest, and he can strike downfield.
Great stick on that corner right there by Mikey Hernandez to get wide open there. And a great ball by Kyle Kingsbury laying it in there.
That has been Kyle Kingsbury, go-to receiver right there. Junior Michael Hernandez. Great route running all the way around. So with 11 minutes and 34 seconds left in the half, Lions 20, Duluth 0, pending this extra point by Albert Jang.
He might not be the biggest guy, but if you got good route running, you can get open. Doesn't matter.
Just put space between you and the defender. That's all it takes. And the kick is up and good. So with 11 minutes left in the first half, your score is Peachtree 21, Duluth 0. We'll step away. All right, so after the touchdown, Albert Jenks set to kick it away again for the Lions. And it will go through the back of the end zone. That's a touchback for Albert Jang. So we will see the Duluth offense at the 20-yard line.
I changed the picture on that I just keep eating pizza. Like I'm hungry eating it. I'm gonna have a 6 meal might as well. There's also no water, so I just keep eating pizza thinking that did you buy a baseball hoodie?
All right, so first down and 10 here for Duluth. Their first offensive possession of the second quarter. They'll send a guy in motion. It will be a design QB draw. He'll scamper for about 2 yards. That's really been the story of Duluth's offense tonight. Not much doing up the middle for him.
Yeah, lots of motioning, lots of moving around back there, but Peachtree Ridge just staying home, not letting him get distracted by that. All the defensive linemen just plugging up their gaps, getting some great penetration.
Really just fundamentally sound football up there. The Lions front four. So a little stick. That'll be good for a first down. That's number 10. Jaden Jones, junior wide receiver. Moving the sticks right there. Second time he's caught first down. It's a nice.
It'll be first and 10 Wildcats from their own 31-yard line.
In the end, it doesn't matter. We'll see next year.
Maybe a handoff up the middle, stuffed yet again for a loss of a yard. That'll bring up second down and 11 for the Duluth Wildcats. Really just struggling to get any sort of run game going.
Our DB's got to remain poised because they're going to start panicking a little bit and start throwing to the outsides.
Tripp's right.
They will swing it outside on a little bubble. That's ruled incomplete and a forward pass.
So try to do that screen pass again.
So after that incompletion, that'll bring up third down and 11 for the Wildcats.
There's a flag on the play.
There's a flag on the play. We'll check that.
The penalty will be holding on Duluth.
And it looks like
Call is holding against Duluth.
They're really nice about it, like the ones that are down there, but like, we literally were trying to figure out how old, like, someone would be until they could, like, start learning, essentially, like, I was like, what? I need a piece of paper.
Penalty puts the ball back.
My teacher, like, I feel like I was at that period all the time in, like, 6th and, like, 7th grade. And my teacher was like, you wrote wrong numbers on
There were two penalties against Duluth, bringing the ball all the way back to the 10-yard line.
either I get it wrong,
So it's going to be second down and 31 for the Wildcats.
or I get it wrong because
so. 2 penalties on that play against Duluth. That'll back them up all the way to the 10-yard line. So you're going to see an unorthodox second down and 31 here. Not much in the playbook for this. seeing a little screen action, just try to get any sort of yardage back so you can set yourself up for a punt. Empty backfield.
Maybe expect a QB draw here, just to seeing all those DBs back. Just trying to get some yardage back.
We'll drop back in the pocket, and it will be a little.
Intended for 3, incomplete.
Flying around this pass is done for number 3, DJ Harris is incomplete.
29 on the coverage.
Pass right there intended for number 3, DJ Harris, senior wide receiver for Duluth.
So it'll be 3rd and about 31.
And Duluth will take a timeout to talk things over right here, so we'll step away. First down and 10. We'll throw a little screen pass to Ashton Turner right here.
Good to see him back after having a hamstring injury. Missed a few weeks with that.
Number 32, Andrew Dopp on the stop for Duluth.
I'm done. I can't anymore. That's all high max.
No gain on the play, brings up second down and 10 for the Lions.
No, I got you. I'm here for you.
So no gain on the play. It'll bring up second down and 10 for the Lions. 27 in the backfield. They will give it to him. Following his block. Not much doing there. Gonna have about a yard. That'll bring up third down and 9.
Number 8, Chris O'Tank on the stop for the Wildcats.
They check out the H-backs. Brandon Wright checks in. It's got only a 3-man rush from Duluth.
That's a late check-in by number 3, Jemiah Williams.
It's playing really far off Mikey Hernandez down here.
Got Trey, and it looks like Coach Stansel will talk things over on this third down and 8. Timeout Peachtree Ridge will step away. Third down and 8 here. Kyle Kingsbury will drop back in the pocket. Searching for Michael Hernandez, and that pass is almost intercepted. Dangerous throw right there to the outside. That's number 13, John Durden. Junior cornerback right there on the coverage.
It's like leaving the offense on the field here. It's like too far to kick, but too close to punt.
Yeah, that awkward no man's land. And it looks like Stansel will trot the punt team out there. Try to flip the field, pin them deep.
See if we get some backspin on this kick and try to pin him inside the 10.
Duluth will leave their defense out there.
It's a
Short
good
kick.
punt.
It'll take a bounce though, and it should be down right about the 1 yard line.
Right at
half-yard
the
line.
1. That's a great punt by Albert Jang.
Great job by Albert Chang right there. Great
Wait for
special teams play.
Justin Brown to get down there and make sure it doesn't get in the end zone.
Special teams looking really crisp tonight for the Lions. A couple of big plays, just fundamentally sound.
That's good. That is it.
Getting the jobs done. It's a dangerous time for Duluth's offense, backed up against their own end zone.
You know, punters don't get a lot of credit, but actually, as a punter is part of the defense, as they can really help the field position.
Absolutely.
'Cause it hurts the team to know because they know, oh, we got to go 99 yards, so it's really helps to pin them back. Also, there's no space back there. They can't do boot. They can't do most of their offense.
Minimizes a lot of the playbook for sure. Looks like they'll go a little compact formation here. Just try to run it, get a little room. No big QB draw.
So you
Not
stopped.
much doing there. Looks like it might. Peachtree Ridge players calling for a safety, but it looks like they will rule him at the half-yard line.
Nice surge by the interior line of Peachtree
This
Ridge.
guy's at 2-yard line, so they will say he gained a yard on the play.
9 from the 2.
Well, I'd see Peachtree Ridge send number 33 Carlos Fuller up the middle on a blitz. Try to stop this thing in the backfield. Looks like they will.
Same play right here. Bounce out to the outside this time. Not much doing. Might have gained another yard. Looks like he will.
See, right there, they utilize the linebacker. Don't give him any room in the middle. He has to bounce it outside. And when you're this close to the goal line, you can't. Not enough room.
So it'll bring up 3rd down and 7. 3rd down and 8. Scratch that for Duluth. And assuming they get a stop right here, you might say, oh, the defense did their job. But I would say that this drive was stalled before it really even started by Albert Jang with the punt.
Definitely.
Not giving Duluth much of any opportunities. Spread out. He will scramble. Got a block on the outside. He looks like he'll go for a couple yards, but it will be short of the line to gain.
24 and 26.
So we will see a Duluth punt here.
And pinned back so far here, it really is really hard to punt here. There's not enough room. Expect some pressure from the Peachtree Ridge defense.
Already have one blocked punt on the night. Michael Hernandez back deep again for the Lions. Got number 36 Elijah Moore in there. Number 1 Justin Brown on the edge. Looks like they might try to come after it. Almost got to it. We'll take a favorable Duluth bounce.
Check about the 41-yard line.
So Duluth punter doing his job right there, getting them out of the back of their own end zone. And we will see Kyle Kingsbury in this Lions offense in plus territory yet again at the 41-yard line. 5.5 minutes left to go in this first half. It's been all Lions thus far. Have a special teams touchdown. Defense is playing well. Offense is looking solid thus far.
So they'll check out the H-back and go with a 3-receiver formation. And a tight end on the right side. It's number 12, Paul Davis, I believe.
So just pass out by number 14. That's Michael Hernandez. Makes a man miss and scratches for plus yardage.
Again, just showing off that great route running. It's every route he runs.
Not only did he open up space right there, he made a man miss and got those few extra yards right there. Just huge, and it makes it very manageable 2nd down and 3 for the Lions. Lions looking like they're trying to go a little bit quick here. It's number 6, Elijah Rankin in the backfield. Send Brandon Wright in motion. They'll give it to Rankin. Lots of room up there behind Matthew Adoge, and he makes a man miss. Still going, still keeping his legs churning. It looks like he will be brought out around the 13-yard line. Great run right there for Elijah Rankin.
This will be Peachtree Ridge's first red zone opportunity.
Same exact run right there that you saw that went for 52 yards earlier in the game for a Lions' first touchdown. Just running out wide against that right edge, falling big offensive tackle Matthew Adoge. Gives to Rankin again. Not much doing there though. He will be wrapped up, and it'll bring up a 2nd down and 9 for the Lions.
Now I'd say if I was a running back, that's who I want to follow. Matthew Doge with that 6'6", 310-pound frame. Which is a massive football player.
Send Brandon Wright in motion. They'll swing it out to him, and just an errant throw. Kyle Kingsbury knows he missed that one. Looked like he had a little bit of running room. Had that pass been on the numbers.
Looks like he threw that with his arm instead of his hips. Sometimes you got to make sure you get those hips through to get the power on that throw.
I guess so. What's up, House? Paxton looking better?
71 pitches through 4 innings.
Well, maybe not. That's all right. You're not expecting to go more than that anyway.
Third down and a long 9 here for the Lions. Kingsbury will back in the pocket, and he will fire, and that is a complete and a touchdown. That is number 8, Isaiah Kyle, junior wide receiver for the Lions. Great throw right there by quarterback Kyle Kingsbury. Nice little
Way to lay it in there. Yeah.
hitch route.
Once again with number 82, Aaron Hughes. Abbott, number 13, Corey Collins Holden. Number 19, Albert Jango with 50 extra point.
So Albert Jang on to attempt his 4th extra point of the game. Corey Collins to hold. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. And it is good. So your score with 3.5 minutes left to go in the half, your score is Peachtree Ridge 28, Duluth 0. We'll step away. All right. Albert James set to kick it away for the 4th time tonight. Had a pair of touchbacks.
As a cannon for a leg.
Committed to Army West Point. It's kind of a squib kick, and it will be fielded around the 7-yard line there. So redirect his field. That is Jalen Lee tracking him all the way, and he is letting him go nowhere.
Feel the strength again and the speed. Throwing that guy down, Jalen Lee.
Lions really looking good on special teams all the way around tonight.
Something they struggled with all year, but they're really showing out tonight.
Absolutely. Jalen Lee really making his presence felt, and he will stay out there at the defensive end position. First down and 10 from their 10-yard line. They'll run a little.
Pass caught by 10. Pass is complete to number 10, Jayden Jones. 25. Number 25, Kendall Lovely on the stop for Peachtree Ridge. Yeah, I have a torn rotator. Play game 16 yards, made first and 10 Duluth. I mean, it's been torn since right around their 26-yard line. But I can't turn the thumb down much past that. Like this, no problem.
Duluth able to move the chins right there. It's number 10, Jaden Jones. Been calling his name a lot tonight. It's really been his go-to wide receiver. Third time he's moved the chains alone, and they will send him in motion and give it to him on the end around. Missed tackle right there, and that'll go for about 7 yards, 6 or 7 yards.
It's like Justin Brown knocks him out of bounds there. That's about a 5-yard run.
So after the gain of 5, it'll bring up 2nd down and 5. For Duluth, empty set. And check to the sideline. See Jalen Lee here off the edge. Looks like holding, and they will get him for holding right there. Jalen Lee was held there by number 51, Corey Walker.
There is a flag on the play. Holding is a call against Duluth.
All over that. So that'll bring the that'll back the Wildcats up after the plus yardage.
Is this breaking news? Is that our fun fact Monday? I got John the Master right now.
Four 15.
So offsetting penalties right there.
They said that jailbreak again. He's just knocked right to the ground by number 97, Caleb Franklin.
Those passes done for number 10, Jaden Jones, incomplete.
97.
Number 97, Caleb Franklin, the big hit for Peachtree Ridge. Gonna bring up third down and 5.
Peachtree Ridge's defensive line not being phased at all with these screen passes in the first half.
Really fundamentally sound right there. Staying home. That'll bring up third down and 5 for the Wildcats. A little scramble here, and it looks like Jalen Lee will get to him again at the line of scrimmage.
His D-line just being so strong and really great tonight.
Jalen Lee and Caleb Franklin both making their presence felt for sure. Forcing another fourth down. We'll see what Duluth decides to do here. They're keeping their offense out on the field for the moment. And the Lions will take a timeout with 2 minutes left to go in the half. Your score 28, Peachtree Ridge, Duluth 0. So Duluth will punt here, 4th and 5 with 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Michael Hernandez back deep. Justin Brown coming after the kick again and almost gets it to him. It will be a punt out of bounds. We'll see where they mark it. So we'll see Kyle Kingsbury in this Lions offense again with solid field position at their own 44-yard line.
In the first half. Don't forget, remember, we have our homecoming ceremonies at halftime. So please stick around. Enjoy one of the fun things we do here at Peachtree Ridge.
So Lions trying to tack on some points here to close out this first half. And it's a little flea flicker action. Kyle Kingsbury is brought down though. There's double coverage down the field. Maybe if you had a little more time, it could have worked. Duluth's defensive line all over that. Just took a little too long to develop right there. So after the trick play is stuffed, there'll be a loss of about 3 yards for the Lions.
So Coach Chancellor remaining aggressive even though they're up 28-0.
And they'll give it to, that's a little in or out. That's number 38, Ethan Freely.
Number 38, Ethan Freely is incomplete. Number 13, John Durden on coverage for Duluth. They'll pick up third down and 13 for the Lions.
So they're down and long for the Lions. They will just run it here. Number 27, not much doing there. Trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, the original line of scrimmage. So after a 3 and out, they look like they'll let this clock just try to dwindle as far down as possible and then punt it. Looks like there might be an injured line on the field. Number 64, Cameron
Ellerby.
Junior offensive lineman, down. Just under a minute to play here in the second half. Your score, PRHS 28, Duluth 0. We'll step away. So it looks like the Lions will try to let this clock dwindle down as far as possible, as much as possible before the half. Just under 40 seconds left. Duluth comes after it, almost gets it. Solid kick by Albert Chang. Ball bounce around the 21-yard line with just about 24 seconds left in the first half. We'll see what Duluth tries to do here on offense, if anything.
You know, Albert Jang has a really good what they call knuckleball, which is when you make the ball so it doesn't roll over like a typical punt, but it spins in the air, so it makes it very, very hard and unpredictable to return.
So 24 seconds here. If I'm Duluth, I'm not trying anything too extravagant. Just play it safe, get into halftime. It looks like they will do just that with running it to the outside. Scamper for about 7 or 8 yards. But it looks like that will be the last play of this first half. And it will be. So your halftime score is PRHS 28, Duluth 0. Duluth will be fielding the second half kick. We'll step away. back here to open up the second half. Peachridge on top 28-0 here. Albert Chang kicking off from the Duluth 45-yard line.
Ones that we can use Monday.
And he boots it way out of the back of the end zone.
I missed something. That happened. Did I really? Oh, sorry about that. I'll do better next time.
110 pitches for Paxton? Wow. Somebody must have told Aaron, you know what, dude? Stop taking these guys out after 52 pitches.
Struck him out.
Stop. If this kid Alvarez gets older, well, we might get
Yeah,
him
he
down
struck
here.
him out.
I'm above you.
He is huge.
Pussy Ratliff here with an empty set.
Now he's taking him out.
Over the middle, pass is complete, and he fumbled it, and it looks like the Lions hop on top of it. That will be a turnover on the very first play from scrimmage to open up this second half. Big
Looks
evening
like
play.
quarterback number 18, Nick Best, will check in here for the first drive of the second half for the Lions.
Nick Best, more of a dual threat guy. Kyle Kingsbury, usually hanging in the pocket there for a while. Nick Best can make plays with his feet.
What if I just wrote?
Paxton out. Paxton wants no
What
part
if I
of coming
just
out.
wrote? Don't put it. Don't go for that on me.
Paxton wasn't looking good at the rotary like rotary man.
Excuse me.
Yeah, that's why I went down there.
Oh, that's YouTube TV.
I don't give it. That's number 6, Elijah Rankin. That'll be good for a yard and a half. That'll bring up a second down and long 8 for the Lions.
So I don't believe Peachridge is going to let up here. I think they're going to try to prove a statement tonight and keep the ball rolling and score some more touchdowns.
Have you been inside our house before?
Wait till you see the next pitch.
I think Coach Chancellor is going to remain aggressive.
Absolutely. Peachridge really needs this. Only one win on the year, and it was a first quarter win. Game got canceled afterwards. Elijah Rankin again on the carry. Pushed backwards by that Duluth front, but not before he gains a couple more.
57.
We're looking at a third and medium here for the Lions to open up their offensive possessions here in the second half. We'll see what Coach Stancil draws up here. Coach Jeremy Myers, the strength and conditioning coach, also helps play call here.
She really was. I was like, okay. I was like right up front.
Former Georgia Tech safety. We'll send Brandon Wright in motion all the way across formation. Nick Best will scramble here, and he gets away from one guy, gets away from another guy, but he is finally corralled and brought down around the 43-yard line. So after the turnover, it is a 3-and-out for the Lions. So we'll see Albert Chang on the punt here with 10 minutes left to go in this third quarter.
Back deep in the loop, number 10, Jaden Jones.
Special teams have really been a strong point for the Lions. They got a blocked punt, a couple of nice punts.
So go try a knuckleball again and a perfect bounce.
It looks like they will spot it around the 10-yard line.
So it'll settle down to the 9-yard line of the 10-yard line of Duluth.
A quick turn of events right there after the turnover for Duluth. Wildcats defense able to do their job and get the ball back to the offense as quickly as possible. See if they can't do anything with the ball.
You could see him. Looked like Duluth spent a lot of time on the sideline.
The officials are discussing something on the 25-yard line. Might have been a flag on the play. Let's check the call here.
It's like an ineligible man downfield on Duluth.
So after all that, it brings up a 4th down and 1 for the Lions. And it looks like Elijah Rankin is able to spin across a couple defenders in the backfield and get the line to gain. So we will move the sticks.
We're on top of the world.
Nick Best right here, another handoff to Elijah Rankin around the outside. He'll push that for a couple yards. Ball looks like it squirted loose there at the very end. They will rule that he was down. So Rankin will stay in the backfield with Nick Best.
It's like an H-back. Seth Bennett will check in.
Couple receivers to his top. Send a man in motion. Michael Hernandez at the bottom. He has a man in his drop. That is pass to number 8, Isaiah Kyle, who has a touchdown on the night.
Just a little too far inside. And dude, Nick Best throws the ball really, really hard.
I'd assume it'd be a big adjustment for receivers. Going from Kyle Kingsbury to Nick Best. Just different balls. But they're down at about 7. Michael Hernandez at the bottom of your screen has been a go-to guy. Send another man in motion. They'll actually run the ball to number 6, Elijah Rankin. Not much doing there, though. So 4th down, about 6, it looks like. We might see our first field goal attempt of the night.
That's perfect on his PAT attempts. Let's see if he can make his field goal.
Field goals have been a struggle for the Lions just about all year long. Looking to make improvements here, though. Albert Chang with the 40-yard field goal, it looks like.
He definitely likes it more on the right hash, though, as his kick's tended curve left.
So So here we go. Cord Collins on the hold. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and it is
Kick is good.
right through. Albert Chang.
Looks like he's hurt now, though.
Looks like he's down on the field, though.
Is that crap he was talking? Yeah, he ran him.
So the kick is good, but we will check the penalty. We're going to step away as Albert Chang gets tended to on the field. So after the made field goal by Albert Chang, after the play is personal foul, roughing the kicker was called, and the Lions will accept that penalty. So we'll take the field goal off the board and set up the Lions offense with a first down and 10 at their own 11-yard line. At Duluth 11-yard line, excuse me. That will be a QB keeper all the way, and that is a touchdown. It's number 9, Kobe Calhoun. First play from scrimmage for him at quarterback. Runs it 11 yards in for the score. Great response after that, roughing the kicker penalty. Kobe Calhoun, a senior quarterback. Dual sport athlete, plays baseball. Strong kid. So Albert Chang is on to attempt the extra point now. It is
That's
blocked.
blocked.
32 on the block.
The extra point is blocked by number 32, Travell Walker. But they do get the touchdown, so with 7.5 minutes left to play in this third quarter, your score is Peachtree Ridge 34, Duluth 0. We'll step away. So Albert Chang set to keep it away here. It looks like it will be a touchback to the back of the end zone. So this is Duluth offense here at their own 20-yard line. back on offense here at the 20-yard line. Got trips at the bottom of your screen. Single wide receiver at the top. No motion to back out on the bubble.
Some pass rush coming.
Quarterback will scramble and now throw it to that bubble. That's number 26, Niall Irvin.
Just barely got it out before Jalen Lee got there. He's about 4 yards in the pass.
Third quarter, and that defensive line is still wreaking havoc on that Duluth Wildcats offensive.
Midway through the third quarter, they still have really stunted this running game from Duluth.
Nothing doing all night. The only success they really had, a little slants and screens. This time they will hand it off, and not much doing there.
Oh.
It's met immediately. Looks like number 28 there with the big hit, Cortland Tatum. GBB for the Lions.
Real big hit there.
Sticking his nose down.
Once again, that D-line did not give them any space to run.
You don't always have to make the tackle up there on the defensive line. Just give your guys enough time in the secondary to come down and make a play. Corral them enough. So I'll bring up a 3rd down and 6 for the Lions, or the Wildcats, excuse me. And he will be brought down. That is Jalen Lee again.
It's his second sack tonight. Having quite the game, Jalen Lee.
That looks like it's going to be a loss.
So the ball came out there too, but the quarterback was able to recover it.
14 back deep.
So after the sack, that'll put him 4th down and 14 for Duluth. We'll see another punt, and we'll have Michael Hernandez back deep to receive the kick.
Number 18, Daniel Levine back to punt for the Wildcats. Back deep for Peachtree Ridge. Number 14, Michael Hernandez.
He's back deep in.
Lions have one block kick on the night.
Michael Hernandez is probably not going to try to return this and just let it go over his head. No reason to risk injury in a game like this.
Looks like they're coming after it. It's a short kick, but it does trickle down. Makes a nice Duluth bounce out across the 40-yard line to about the 42. That's where we will see Kyle. Nope, not Kyle.
So Nick Best,
is back
his
out
second
there
drive of the half.
at the helm.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you very much for the help. All right. Everything went great. All right.
Who's that, Mike?
Patrick Warman, he's in charge of homecoming.
Okay. Keeper.
Keeper by Nick Best. Lots of room to run. Makes a man miss in open field. Turns the corner.
Way to run the ball by Nick Best right there. Great fake on the jet sweep.
13 ran him out.
About 25 yards.
But that's a gain of 23 with the ball at the Duluth 19-yard line. It is 1st and 10 Lions.
An aspect of Lions have really not used in Nick Best this year is his running. He's a really good runner as well as a good passer.
So after this 23-yard scamper, it's 1st and 10 for the Lions with a nice team. Nick Best will hand it off to 21. That's Brandon Wright on the carry.
Hill goes number 21, Brandon Wright.
He'll get, looks like about 3 yards.
23, DeMarco Ward. With up
Second down and 7 for the
Chris
Lions.
Mixon. He's going to bring up 2nd down
Try
and
to
long
punch it in
6
for
for
the
the
second
Lions.
score of this second half.
He's not wasting any time. Nope.
What's the theme on the Duluth side?
Let's send number 10 in motion. That's Hayden. Obligacion.
Looks like Best will keep it
Nick Best
again.
on the keeper,
Got some
and it looks like
room.
He will turn the corner and dive for the pylon, and they
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Way to lay out for the pylon there. Great run by Nick Best.
Great pair runs there by Nick Best on that drive. First 23-yard scamper and then a 13-yard run into the corner of the end zone. So Lions strike quick here on their third offensive possession of this second half.
With number 82, Aaron Hughes snapping. Number 13, Corey Collins holding. Number 19, Albert Django at the extra point.
Kick is up, and it is no good.
Check that. That was number 95, Ibrahim Muhammad Ali on the kick. It is no good. With 3:47 to go in the third quarter, the score.
After the makes extra point, your score is Peachtree Ridge 40, Duluth 0 with 3 minutes left in this third quarter. They stuck away. tackle there by the Lions.
26-9 on the carry.
What was that?
First down.
Number 92, Hannibal Washington.
Not so good, coach.
The tackle,
Gain of a
P3
yard
Ridge.
at second down and a long 9.
Gain of maybe a yard, brings up second down and 9 for the Wildcats. And that's the end of the third quarter.
That is the
Score,
end of the
Peachtree
third
40,
quarter.
Duluth
Your
0.
score, Peachtree Ridge 40, Duluth 0. We'll step away and flip fields.
So on first down and 10,
Pass intended for number 10. Jaden Jones falls incomplete.
That should be a flag.
Number 43, Evan Edwards on the coverage. There is a flag on
Oh,
the
there we
play.
got him. Talk through, John.
hello,
Say something.
hello.
Okay, I hear you.
Pass interference.
So on that first play of scrimmage in the fourth quarter, they ruled pass interference on that pass play downfield. That was number 43, Marcus Harris on the coverage. Listed as a junior running back, but he's out there at cornerback. Ratliff will drop back in the pocket. Hurried again and he'll have to scramble out. And there's the flag. It looks like we will get a holding call. And another flag that looks like a late hit out of bounds. You never want to see those stupid penalties there. Late hit out of bounds, especially up 40-0. Stancil unamused at the bottom of your screen. Just no need for that.
Especially at this point in the game, you gotta control yourself.
That's just a discipline thing right there.
If I was Coach Stancil, if they let him score here, I'd be pretty mad. Gotta keep that goose egg.
Absolutely. So there are two flags on the play, a holding penalty and then a late hit out of bounds, it appears like. See how they handle this. Check the call.
Holding call against Duluth. That's being marked off. And a personal foul penalty against Peachtree Ridge, which is now being marked
So
off.
the first penalty on the play was the holding call against Duluth, and then after the play was over, personal foul, late hit out of bounds. It appears like on Ridge.
So it's like they'll actually lose about 3 yards on that because it is holding is a spot foul, not from the line of scrimmage.
So after all of that, we're going to see a very, very unorthodox first down and 13. Rarely see this down in distance.
See how he gets down, just like his legs. Like, Alfred, you see that? Where like his legs are like that. On the right side, right in. Look when he tries to get out of it. It's like he has to load back and then go up.
Pass completed to number 3. That is DJ Harris, the senior wide receiver. On first down and 13, it's pick up about 5, and you'll be looking at a second down and 8.
Good rep up and tackle by the Lions defense there.
Any more this playoff series? Maybe one or two every time. He looks like Judge did 2 years ago. Like A-Rod did back in like.
If they put him on the bench, then the answer is no.
I'd like to see Romine in the game. He makes contact.
Running clock here at Peace Ridge High School. Just under 10 minutes and 20 seconds to play here in the game. Taking down an 8. Ratliff looks to his left, and he's got a man, and then that will be a first down. Pass complete to number 6, Jordan Coggins. There's a flag after
late
the play.
flag.
It looks like it will be on Duluth. We'll check the call. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Duluth. So that will back the Wildcats up.
On that waste their first down there. Duluth coach is not liking that.
So after picking up that first down, Duluth moves backwards after that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
Ball spotted at the 48-yard line. Brings up first down and 13 for Duluth.
So, in an interesting turn of events, we will see another first down and 13 from the exact same yard line.
Yeah, a lot of weird penalties in this drive.
Things are getting
Hard to
interesting
follow.
here. They will move the chains now, so it will be first down and 10. Empty backfield for Ratliff. He's got a guy over the middle, pretty wide open. Makes a man miss. And he pushes it forward for a nice forward gain. That's number 6, Jordan Coggins, again with the reception.
Nice gain on the play. Puts the ball at the Peachtree Ridge 24-yard line. So Duluth will have it first and 10.
So after the big pass completion, it'll be a keeper by Ratliff. Good for about 4 yards, 3 or 4. Like I said, running clock, just under 9 minutes now left in this ball game. Their score is still Peachtree Ridge 40, Duluth 0. At this point, the Lions defense just trying to preserve the shutout, keep that goose egg up on the board. Number 4, got a man wide open in the end zone. That is number 9, E.J. Whitfield, senior wide receiver with the touchdown grab.
There's a little bit of a miscommunication by the Lions defense there. Finding a soft spot in the zone.
So there goes the shutout. First points allowed by Peachtree Ridge all game.
See Jalen Lee on the sideline, not too happy about that. I think he wanted the shutout.
Number 87 on the kick. That is Sahil Funwani. It is up, and it is good. No good.
No good. Looks like wide left. Just hooked it.
So with 8 minutes and 22 seconds left to go in this ball game, your score is Peachtree Ridge 40, Duluth 6. We'll step away. So Duluth on to kick. Short pooch kick, fielded. That was Taurus Bowie, former quarterback, on the return.
Number 6, Jordan Tommins with the tackle for the Wildcats. Well, it looks like you'll be on the 33-yard line.
It looks like we will see Kobe Calhoun. Already has a rushing touchdown tonight at quarterback. Calhoun will send a man in motion.
Give
He's
himself
met
and get tackled
immediately though
back.
by number 77, James Doby. 330. 6 foot 330 up there. Big body up there for Duluth.
Wow. It's a big boy.
So after Calhoun was stopped in the backfield, it was a loss of about 3 on the play. 2nd down and 13 for the Lions. Send a man in motion. It'll be another QB draw.
He's got a little opening.
This time he'll take it just about a yard short of the sticks. So bring up a 3rd down and 1. And if I'm Stancil, I just go right back to that. See what he draws up here. A lot of 2nd and 3rd string guys getting PT right now. Get as much experience on the field as you can. And it will be another QB keeper. Looks like it was pretty well handled by Duluth's front, though. Looks like it will be stuff for no gain, so it will be 4th down and 1.
4th down and 1 for Peachtree Ridge.
And it looks like the offense will come out off the field, and Stancil will send his punt team out there. Running clock, just under 6 minutes left to go in the game.
Maybe not.
It looks like Stancil will take a timeout here. So with 5 minutes and 38 seconds left to go in the game, your score is Peachtree Ridge 40, Duluth 6. We'll step away.
So they try to draw him off sides with a hard count here. Didn't work. Looks to the sideline for instructions.
QB keeper there, like
Look at the
Kobe
first
Calhoun.
down.
Clock just under 4 minutes here at Peachtree Ridge High School. Lions in no hurry. It will be QB keeper by Kobe Calhoun again. Good for about 5 yards.
That was a nasty pitch right there.
Another QB draw for Kobe, and there he goes, taking off. Good run, moves his
Really
sticks.
good running so far from Kobe Calhoun.
Playing strong with his legs. Clock at about 2.5 minutes left in this game. For number 7, Jack Stewart will check in. Like I said, Lions in no hurry here, just trying to milk the clock as much as they possibly can. It'll be another QB draw, and he scampers out, and there he goes, one man to beat. And he is dragged out of bounds
Powerful
at
runner.
the 3-yard line.
It's like he held the mesh there for a while and scored it out for a big game.
Kobe Calhoun really making things look easy right now with his legs.
I don't know how he did that.
First and goal for the Lions from the 3-yard line. It looks like they will run a play. Minute and 20 seconds left in the game. I'm assuming another QB draw. It's a handoff. It is snuffed.
Handoff of number 42, Matthew Harris. Number 27. Cody Power on the stop of the loop.
50 seconds left to play in this game.
Come on, Matthew. You gotta score, dude.
It looks like Peach Ridge will just milk this clock as much as possible.
No, I just assumed people saw me walk in there, and when I already had a sweatshirt on, I just looked it off and I was like, no, it's not. If they do.
It looks like they will run a play here instead of taking a knee.
Yeah.
Kobe Calhoun in shotgun, number 42. And they will give it to him, but it is stripped, and it is taken, and that looks like it will be a strip 6. 50, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown Duluth as time expires. So with the last second touchdown, wow, your score is Peachtree Ridge 40, Duluth 13, 12.